tough result on the weekend. What was your message to the boys after the game? Was it really to put your arm around them and just point out the positives?
Yeah, look, I thought for a half we're really competitive. We used a lot of petrol on defence. They had 100 uncontested marks. That's a lot of marks. We only had 50. Especially in that second quarter, we only had 10 uncontested marks. We couldn't take the speed off the game. So we learned from that. At times we've got to play tempo, but we've got to be able to go the 4 quarters too. When the level goes up, can we, get in the arm wrestle and go right to the end? And that's something we learned from the weekend, I reckon.
You mentioned before as well, you've now played 2 of the traditional NAB League teams,
Yep.
1 win, 1 loss. I guess now going into the next batch of games, have you got a good indication of where the boys are at and some of those key areas of improvement moving forward?
Yeah, no, we do know where we're at. We definitely do. We did a lot of decision making, but when the pressure comes at you sometimes you got to go lateral to take the pressure off the game. And if you play straight footy, you're just going to continue to kick it back to their numbers. So we learnt from that on the weekend. We learnt that we need 8 midfielders. We got to be able to sustain it, and that's something we've got to create. And our back line's held up really well under duress. So we've got a lot of things right, but we just need to tinker a few things.
Lots been made about the guys who were out of the team on the weekend, but I thought some of the guys that came in really put their hands up and showed they were ready for the level. The guys like Bailey Gordon, Tyler Penwright showed a fair bit, Isaac Chugg as well.
Yeah.
Must be pleased that even though some of the guys were out of the team, some of the guys that came in really did put their best foot forward.
Yeah, that's what we want to do. We want to make sure the next guy that comes in, he doesn't get 3 possessions. He comes in and gets his 20 straight away. That means we're doing our training drills in the hubs really well. Isaac Chugg come in and did really well, as you said. Clifford went back, worked on some parts of his game, and then come in and had a really strong game himself. So they're the things we're trying to make sure our players understand. It's about resilience and learning from every time you get an opportunity, and just keep at it.
Mentioned guys the defensive unit before as well. I thought Patrick Walker, Oscar Shaw, Liam Viney, they've really continued on their strong starts to the year. That group's really starting to gel together quite well.
Yeah, that's an important part. Defence is the backbone to your game sometimes, when things ain't going well. If you can hold the fort and there's no scoreboard pressure going against you, creates confidence with our guys. You hold it for that 10-minute period, and then you come back at the opposition, you do get some soft goals, and that's one thing we've done really well this year.
From the wide expanses of UTAS to the tight confines of North Hobart Oval this weekend, is that a real focus, I guess, of shifting some parts of the game plan to suit a smaller ground?
Yeah, you got to change your game plan on North Hobart. You definitely can't kick it to the 50-metre line. If you turn it over there, it'll be a goal up the other end. Other things you got to do is you got to have width on the ground. You got to make sure you can open the corridor at times, and you must go inside 30, and you got to have good chasing pressure.